Hello, happy Homebrew Wednesday. I'm in the garage again, obviously. It's good, it's coming into the summertime, 9:30 at night, and I'm still wearing a t-shirt and it's still light outside. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. Well, it does get better than that when it's like 10:30 at night and it's still light. That's always good. So, getting the whiff of that now. Okay, so this is the Belgian Wit. I did a few weeks ago. I thought I'd come out and give it a try. I have tasted it before, but I haven't tasted it in probably two or 3 weeks now. So it should be nicely conditioned. I don't know why I'm looking at it, just throw it in. This is the forbidden fruit yeast, the Y yeast. It's in this, so we may as well just throw it in. So yeah, there it is. It smells divine. It really does. Of course, when I started making this video, I never really looked at the recipe as usual. But I know that there's like Citra. I think there's Galaxy in this as well, isn't there? And I can't even remember. Sorry about that. Oh, it smells fantastic. It really smells lovely and fruity. Just hop flavour all the way. I'm not getting so much. There's a little bit of coriander and there's like zest of oranges and limes and I think a lemon as well went into this. And it just smells absolutely fantastic. The colour as well too is it's kind of more like a dirty orange colour. This was I tried dry hopping this New England style, so like about 3 days in the fermentation just to see what would happen. It's definitely clouded up. I only dry hopped it once because it's a wit and I didn't want to destroy it. I call this actually a Super-Wit because it's ended up 6.4%. So yeah, maybe it's just the light in here, but I'm pretty sure when I first tried this it was really light in colour. But there you are. So, cheers. Going in. You know what? Let me get another taste. That's quite nice. I like that. It's very clean. Definitely getting the taste of the coriander in there. There's not actually that much in it. I think there's only about 10 or 12 grams or something like that. In like a 22 litres I think I ended up getting out of it. So not that much in it. But it actually tastes very much like an American wheat. So it's maybe somewhere between a Belgian wheat and an American wheat. It's kind of like a medium mouthfeel on it as well. It's very chuggable, but you have to remember that it's like 6.4%. Wasn't supposed to get the 6.4%, but you know, that was just me. The overnight mash plus it fermented right down to 1007. So there's a bit going on in that. There really is. There's a nice little bit of fruit in there. As I say, the coriander you can definitely taste. What else is in there? The orange and the lemon, the limes. If anything, I would say I'm tasting a little bit of the orange. That's really quite nice. I'm quite enjoying that. Um, we've definitely succeeded with the kind of cloudiness on it. I mean, that's definitely cloudy. So yeah, I think that's a success. I'm fairly happy with it. I'll say it's kind of it is like an American wheat. It was hopped like an American wheat. I mean, it was hopped with like 150 grams of hops or something like that, and we're talking like, you know, those Matcha Wika, Galaxy, and Citra. So, you know, we're not pissing about with the hops either. So, and only 18 IBUs. So there just is no bitterness there. But what you get is, though, instead of the bitterness, you get that kind of burst of, you know, fruitiness. Not the fruitiness from the hops, but the fruitiness from the other ingredients. So yeah, I think that's a success. Nice little cap on it as well. Not massively carbonated, which is maybe good. Sometimes you can overdo them, and I'm trying not to carb too heavy these days, especially coming into summertime, because I need to get because where I keep them upstairs in the brewery, it's kind of facing south, and then the sun kind of comes on and just shines in the back of the house all day, so the temperatures can get quite high in there. So I found last year that a lot of the beer I was storing in there just got overcarbonated, really fizzy, and some were just gushers. That, like an entire batch I lost to just gushers. So so yeah, I've put things on I've got skylights in there, so I put like these kind of, I think it was a bit of a gym mat, you know, the one that people use to put around their mash tuns to insulate it. So it's got like the silver foil and it's got the foam around it. Basically cut out bits of that and I've put it on the windows to reflect the sun, and it seems to be doing a fairly good job so far. So, but yeah, I think long term I need to get myself another fridge. So yeah, I've kind of cleared up in here a bit, and I'm kind of looking on Gumtree for the perfect kind of fridge. I've already started on to the wife about the fridge, mentioning getting a second fridge in the house for a kegerator. She's not biting. She's not biting. I think she's on to me. She knows rightly. So worst case is I'll get a second fridge off Gumtree, get it in here, and then I'll put my beers and just let them condition in the fridge in here. I mean, you won't get a massive amount of beer in the fridge, but you know, it's better to save some, I suppose, than just to let them all go to shit. So yeah, so speaking of brews, then we weren't really speaking of brews, we were speaking of fridges, but sure, it's me doing a pivot. That's what that was. Okay, so I do have a brew on at the minute, which was what you seen last week. So that was the Saz Hallertau IPA. Now it's still fermenting down. I think it's still fermenting down anyway. I took a reading on it about 10 minutes ago there, and it's about 10:20. So that was like I brewed that was it last Sunday? It's now Tuesday now, so they don't often go down. Normally by this time it will have gone down to somewhere closer to 14 or 12 even, and then it's usually a last couple of points, a little push over the edge. But yeah, I'm not sure whether it's stalled or not or what, so I've might have to give it a little bit of a stir just to kind of rouse the yeast again on the bottom, and we'll see if we can get it fermented out by the weekend. I'm not sure if I'm going to be brewing or not this weekend. I don't need to, be brutally honest. I really don't need to brew, but I'm just kind of, I think I'm a little bit addicted to brewing now. Not to drinking, well, but no, to actually brewing. I just seem to love brewing at the moment, and just, you know, especially with the good weather as well too. Because as I'm sure you've seen, like in countless videos, I like to bring my pot outside and just boil outside, and then sit in the sun and watch a pot boil for an hour or so. So now in the good weather's here, it's really nice. It's really nice sitting outside, just you know, sitting outside in the sun in a brew day. Fantastic. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. I mean, I could just leave it in there for another week. I'm not. It'll not hurt. It'll not hurt to miss another week and just let it ferment out. Hopefully, it's not stalled. If it has stalled, then we'll have to take the appropriate action. But yeah. So yeah. Other than that, then we're talking. The only other thing that's happened then is I've been bottling again. Oh God, bottling again. I bottled a stout that I had on the go. I never took any footage of it. I did it a few weeks ago. But yeah, then when I was trying to bottle, see, I batch prime all my bottles, and I have a bottling bucket and I have a fermenting bucket, and they both have taps. And I seem to have put the Saz Hard IPA, and it's in the fridge, into the bottling bucket. And even though I've got 2 bottling ones, none of them fit my other bucket. So yeah, thanks to the company that supplied me with all that stuff. Yeah, thank you, you bastards. So yeah, so what I had to do then, it was only like a 10-litre batch now, but I had to basically put the bottle up to the tap and then kind of do it like that. So there wasn't too much splashing, at least not until the last couple of bottles. So I think I've managed to get away with it, but it's definitely not ideal. It's a bit more messy when you're doing it like that. Plus you can't really control the flow quite as well, even though your hand's on the tap, and you can, but you know, if you look away, if your attention's diverted for a second, and it always is, because I'm sitting watching videos, other people's videos, while I'm bottling, and then the next thing the beer's all around the place. So yeah, I'm just rabbiting on here. I'm gonna have a drink. I really wish I hadn't made that so strong. 6.4%, while it's nice, 6.4% is maybe a little push over the edge. But you know what? I'm not really one. I know. I think I said in the brewing video that I was going to water it down, but I don't know. There's something in my head that always says like you shouldn't. I shouldn't. I don't like watering beer down. You know what it will be. Will be. You know, it's like fate. Fate has determined that this beer is going to be stupid percent. But yeah, we'll see what other people say. So I've sent a couple of these out. I'm trying to get through my beer mail. My backlog of beer mail I need to get out to people. So yeah, I've sent a few of these out so far. I'm going to send a few more out. I'm just waiting for my next couple of batches of beer to condition. So I've got that stout, and I've got the brown ale as well, the American brown from a few weeks ago. I have tasted it, but it definitely needs more conditioning time. But it's only been in the bottle for a week or two, maybe. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Probably a week. So yeah, that's no time. But yeah, I think I'll send one of these out to Hapless. He's the man from Del Monte of wit beers. So I'll send one to him and see what he thinks. And yeah, you never know, you might be lucky enough to get one yourself. I have a list of people that I have the same beer mail to, so yeah. If you want one of these, by the way, let me know. It's nice, but it's just too strong. I think it's just too much. I'm not really sure what I was thinking. It's not, if it was a bit lighter, I think it would be more refreshing. Which is really what you're after with a wit beer. But as I said, it is what it is. I'm impressed with the yeast as well too. That's forbidden fruit yeast. I've kept some of that as well too, so I definitely will be using it again. Well, that's it. So I could sit here and talk to you all night, really I could, but let's face it, you don't want that. So I'm just going to go and I'll say happy Homebrew Wednesday, and I will catch you next week.